Hello, women of the channel. Welcome to another Woman of the Week. I'm Jackie Rives, your community leader. This week, I am joined by Lisa McCormack-Moon, Senior Director of Partner Experience at Fortinet. Hi, Lisa. Thank you so much for
Hi.
joining me.
Thanks for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Yes, Lisa, I'm so excited to have some time with you today. You lead partner experience at Fortinet, which means you sit right in the intersection of strategy, relationships, and impact. So I'm really looking forward to unpacking your leadership journey a
Yeah,
bit. But to start us off, let's open with something a little lighter.
go for it.
Coffee or tea?
So, I'm a Gemini. I'm going to say both. So, I actually start my morning with a cup of green tea and then I move on to a latte. So,
Okay, I'm backwards,
yeah.
but
Oh,
I
interesting.
appreciate that you're
Okay.
both.
Yep. Yeah.
All
So
right. Are you more of a plan every detail type or someone who thrives on going with the flow?
also, I'm like right down the middle. It's like my introvert extrovert thing. I'm right in the middle. I love to plan things and I also love being able to be like, all right, trash the plan. We're going to do whatever. So I again, both.
Okay, well, you and I are in sync right now, probably for the same reasoning.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'd love to shift us to something more reflective. So, what is a belief or value that feels especially important to you right now in this stage of your life or leadership journey?
So right now I have like several complex projects going. And so kind of a North Star philosophy that's guiding me is nothing is perfect and everything is a trade-off, right?
Mm,
I mean, one thing I've learned to embrace is like it's the flex, right? You got to stretch yourself, you've got to lean in, but you also need to be flexible, right? I think earlier in my career, I was really focused on doing everything right, and where perfection almost became an enemy or at least a speed bump to progress, right? And I still maybe have some moments now where I might over rotate to like, there's something I really just want to, I want to make sure this is exactly right. And, it's like there's a voice in the back of my head, like, let it go, drop it. So I I think I sometimes can over rotate to that, but I have sort of this guiding principle of something this saying that actually my boss introduced me to, which is lovely. Basically, there are no solutions, there are only trade-offs, right? And so this is true in every aspect of life, but really especially in work, right? There are 100 different ways to solve a problem, right? Drop a problem into AI, you're going to get a 16,000 word, missive on how to solve a problem, right? But it's not necessarily solving the problem. The trick is like finding the solution with the most acceptable trade-offs. Like, and that includes, looking at those downstream consequences, right? Making sure that whichever path you choose, everybody understands what the trade-offs are and we agree and let's move forward with that because again, going back to the beginning, nothing is perfect, right? So I think
yeah,
that's sort of my North Star now and that's sort of a guiding value or principle, like nothing's
that's
perfect, work with the trade-offs.
yeah, that's very powerful and such great advice. Probably some I wish I had known when I was earlier, because
Yeah.
again, we have something in common here. So I know that's going to resonate with our community. So amazing. All
Yeah.
right. So the next thing I have is something we hear so often from our community members. So I would love to get your perspective. Have there been any moments where you've questioned your own abilities and qualifications?
Oh dear. Short answer, yes. So let's see. Really early in my career, I was tapped to be a site producer of a brand new website for creative professionals. Prior to that, I was actually a quality assurance engineer and a project manager for just a year and a half, right? So, like, the role was a leap. And I definitely felt like I was over my skis, right? In those situations today, my response is like reflexive. Like, I dig in and like, I know what to do. But at that time, it was like, it was really daunting, right? Like,
Mm,
I did dig in, but I didn't know how to do it. I didn't have any muscle memory of what to do at that time, right? So, I mean, I stayed up late studying website production, studying the tool we were going to use. I spent hours with our engineer on the phone. Like, I remember just in my head, like I was in my bed, I had my laptop, I had some books, I had like printed materials everywhere, just trying to like get it, right? So in the end, I mean, I guess how I overcame it was like sheer grit, right? I had a great team of people around me. I mean, it was like early in the dot-com boom. I don't want to, give too much information, but it was early. And I think, everyone together, we were all getting our sea legs. So it was my grit and perseverance, but it was the team's grit and perseverance. And that experience, has built that muscle memory for me today. Like it was really an incredibly beneficial experience for my career. So I think, yes, yes. And sheer grit is how I overcame it. And today, that sheer grit, having that sort of repetition of sheer grit, I still run into situations today where I'm may not know the answer, right? And when I get to that, I'm like, okay, guess what? Lisa McCormack-Moon is going to find the answer. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
and I think I heard you say earlier, like, leaning on your team because your team has expertise,
exactly.
that we don't have, so being
Yes,
able to leverage them.
yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, great advice. Definitely resonates with me, and I'm certain it will resonate with others. Lisa, one of the things that really stands out in strong leaders is how intentional they are about growth. So, how do you continue to challenge yourself and grow as a leader?
So, and let me think about this for a second. Like I really, my leadership style is to lead by example, right?
Mm,
I don't want to micromanage. I want to give my team the space to grow, to make mistakes, to learn, and to seize. I mean, again, nothing is perfect, right? So I want to people to have those sort of again muscle memory experiences
yeah.
of learning and growing, right? So in terms of my personal leadership development, right? It starts, and this is sort of a theme really, but it starts with me putting myself in situations where I'm not the expert, right? If you I mean, you can have the right mindset about that or the wrong mindset. Like my mindset when I'm in a situation where I'm the person in the room who knows the least, I love it. Right? For me, it's like, "Oh, yes, I can learn so much. This is a wonderful opportunity to grow, right? When you have the least amount of knowledge, you've got the most space to grow. So I actively seek those opportunities that stretch me and get me outside of my comfort zone. So like global transformation projects or cross-functional projects that go, from legal to training to development team to sales op. I mean, the further I can stretch myself, the more challenged I am, the more I grow. And I think from that, like the more opportunities I really sort of create for my team to grow as well, you know?
I told you the time would go by super fast, but I do want to end with one wrap up question to kind of give us something forward looking. So, what is something you're excited about right now? And it could be personal or professional.
So I'll start with the professional and I'll end with the personal.
Okay.
They might be both intertwined, actually. So it's cliche. It is of the moment, but I am really excited and nervous, anxious, excited about the opportunities that AI has for us, right? As certainly in cybersecurity, it is top of mind, right? And just in our day-to-day job functions, how will it change our what we do? How can it make things I mean, it's already, of course, the efficiency gains are there. I think sometimes it's, I've caught myself trying to use AI for things. I'm like, okay, my brain could also do this job. How do I, knowing when like that's not an AI job, Lisa, just write the email. But I think there's just, it's so interesting to me. And again, this is one of those places where I'm like, I am ready to sink my teeth into it and just learn so much more about it. So professionally, definitely AI. Personally, I have a trip to Spain coming up and I'm very excited about that. So it's
That's amazing.
going to be
Lisa,
toasty, but
I'm sorry.
it's going to be toasty, but it's going to be fun.
Yes, no doubt that's going to be a wonderful experience for you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this conversation. It has been so thoughtful and just extraordinary getting to know you.
Well, great.
We are thrilled to be celebrating you as our Woman of the Week.
Thank you.
And for everyone watching, I hope you're walking away with something you can carry into your own journey, whether that's a new perspective, a sense of confidence, or even just a moment to reflect. So, thank you all for being part of the Women of the Channel community and joining us today.
Thanks,
Have an
everyone.
amazing week.